All right, hello everyone. We are here today to walk you through the first of many videos on our indicator Navigator. This video is going to just walk you through the basics of it, how it works, how to go through the multiple user options on it to tweak it according to however you want to look for your screen right now. So this is Navigator. It goes and what it does is it measures the highs and lows and calculates a band according to the size of the movement for your top and bottoms. And it will take your total movement between the Asian and London range and compute those into values for giving you targets, resistance ranges, retracement ranges, that kind of thing. Once you see these purple bands pop up or the blue bands turn red here on the top and bottom, that indicates that the bands are locked for the day. As you can see, they move throughout the night over and over and over again until 8:30 or Chicago opens, regular trading hours opens. And that's when everything stays locked. They're fixed. They no longer move. It's a non-repainting thing. It is what it is at that point. Um, some of the user settings on this right now, it's a little daunting when you first look at it, and there's multiple things that we need to go through on it. First, we'll talk about the first one. The text size is with some of the stats tables. I do not have those showing up right now, just for cleanness of picture. We will walk through that on different videos later on here. Um, Show end dogs. So end dogs isn't anything important. End dogs, you'll see like these two purple lines here, or on days, I'm going to give you a quick replay here. When they are not touched during regular trading hours, it is essentially your market close to open gap. It's called a new day opening gap. Not one of our concepts, but it is something that we believe is good enough where we don't want it to, we think it's important enough to actually be paying attention to it during the day and things that we are going to be integrating farther in down the road on how to be utilizing these scripts as you are using them. Um, so that is your first option on here is you show or hide the new end dog. If it is touched during the regular trading hours and it touches the close, the red line, what was the red line up here, it'll turn both bands to purple. So it shows that they've been satisfied. And if it does not, if you have the extended clothesline, if untouched, it will go throughout the days and it will keep extending until your next touch of price during regular trading hours to the red band to show you that they have not, that it has been satisfied. And that's something we'll go in more detail with on different scripts at another time, but it's just something I want to touch on. You can just turn it off if you want. You turn it on. It's not going to hurt it. Now, this script is heavy, so if you touch anything in here, if you adjust anything, you're going to notice you're going to hit it. This little eye is going to sit here and think for a minute before it eliminates the two purple bands here. Or if you adjust the settings at any point, you need to give it a minute because this script is so large. Okay. Um, you can have it so if you have to turn it on, you can extend them if they have been untouched in regular trade hours until they have been touched, which usually that's the way it's turned on. You can turn it off if you want. You can delete your touched ones. So that way you only have cleaner pictures of once they've been satisfied, you just no longer see them again. That's kind of it for the end dogs. The retracement fill colors. I'm going to turn off the end dogs for now so we can kind of show you a little more things from a cleaner picture here. Retracement fill colors. These are your retracement ranges right here that separate in that price likes to come back to and touch during the day. Or as you can see, sometimes even during the regular or the Asian session or London session, depending on how you're using this. Um, the big thing that you guys need to realize with the way TradingView does their settings, the opacity is actually backwards from what you would think. The lower the number, the darker or brighter it will be. The higher the number on any of the opacity settings, the more transparent it becomes. As in 100, it is completely gone. If you click 100, wait for a minute for it to catch up, it is gone. It is out of here. If you want it darker, go closer to lower numbers and it'll be much darker for you. And that is the same with all opacity settings. It's just reverse of what you understand or what you would think it would be. Um, Pretty easy there. Change fill on price touch. So basically what that is now is for your retracement ranges, we have a setting in here where it will go, let me change this back here quick. But anytime price touches these retracement ranges, if you wanted the extra visual, anytime price goes in and touches them, it will turn it red. or whatever color you select. All you gotta do is click on it, change it to a different color if you want it to be blue so it looks different for your script, for whatever your background is, so be it. If you don't want it, it's distracting, all you gotta do is turn it off. And again, if you wanted it brighter, you could change the opacity, you can do whatever you want with it. There is the retracement fill colors, which is also when a touch of fill. So again, if you wanted it blue, that's fine. Now we move on to your standard deviation fill colors. Now this is your blue ones for your outside bands here on the top and bottom. It controls both sets. So again, opacity, want it darker, go down to a lower number, give it a second, and the fills will take care of themselves there. They'll darken up. If you don't want to change the color on it, you can do different things. You can change it to green. You can change it whatever you want so it actually fits your background better. Makes it easier to see. Some people like dark screens, some people like screens. So we just have a bright enough colors out of the box so it works for just about everyone's settings until they adjust them. Also, we have, as you can see, the fill on price touch here, so it changes colors again. If you want to turn that off, it's distracting. Turns them off there, gives them a second. Or if you wanted to change the color again, turn it back on and you wanted a different color, you can change it from that to pink or blue or whatever you want, purple, whatever looks best. And then change the opacity on it. If you wanted it darker or brighter, you can go down like that. Make it different colors. Now, the actual standard deviation fill colors, if you change those, that's for these outer ones right here. This is the fill range on these levels. So I generally like to do something a little different. Everyone's going to be different on how they like their settings. I know the screen's terrible. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But if you go down to your line colors, now what you can do is if it gets to be too busy for you, you can just start changing your line colors or changing the opacity of those. A lot of times I'll actually hide the line colors and just keep fills. By the time you're done, it gives a little cleaner chart, a little less distracting. I usually myself will turn off these mid lines on here. It is nice to see, but you can also visually tell where roughly the 0.5 of those areas are. You change the color on it, change the opacity on it. You can just completely hide it. It's not going to make a difference. You can make this as plain as you want. You can do whatever you want. Same with the opacities of the lines of these. You can take them and turn it to 100. Take second. And then you can just have shaded zones to be working with as a little cleaner picture. Now, a new option that we have right now that not all of you have yet, it is something we're working on in progress, is the ATR filter. Let me zoom out here so I can show you a little better. So every day we're going to make it so you have a range of what the Asian and London range is, which right now for RTY for this day it was 14.3, but historically it has been 27.3. So we have a below average day. Okay, so and what that's going to do, I will show you in the settings later on, but I just want you to be able to see it, find out how to turn them on. If you didn't want to see it, turn it off for now. If you find it distracting, just like your cleaner charts, that's fine. It's going to be the over-under label. The filter is also for another setting on the chart, so you're not going to see that yet until I turn some of the chart settings on right now. But the over-under label, these will actually turn off your different charts that I have off right now. We'll show those in another video. And then if you don't want to see the last label, it's down here at the bottom. All right, I think that is kind of enough for our general walkthrough here on Navigator and just going through the general settings. We will create video 2 here to start walking you guys through the different tables after this. All right.